I just deployed my next build to the App Store to test it myself, to see if everything's working. Been working on, what's this week? Kind of getting it seems like the core of the app is working now, the core features, which is a good feeling. Though I had one tester, my mum, say that it wasn't working, that there was some error. But I'm going to wait and see if I get that message from more people, and so far I haven't. But thanks, Mum. Yeah, so that's 99% sure that's working, but who knows? Like, I still feel nervous. If I have one person that said something's happened, like sometimes it happens like that. It's just that, you know, maybe I haven't connected the flows properly, so it kind of doesn't make sense how to get, like, what happens when you go from here to there, or why something is disabled or not, because I haven't gone and done all like the intricate little things. But it's cool, like, getting feedback from people, even if it wasn't that, even if what my mum thought was not working, even if it is working, but that's unclear, that's still great feedback for me to be like, oh, okay, so I have to think harder about that, so that everything is really intuitive, and you just come and it's like you open a book and it's just like, you know, that there's the book and you just read the pages and that's what you do, and you either like it or you don't like it, or it's useful or it's unuseful, but it's still, you know, that there's a book and you know what you got to do with that. So that's that. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's every step that I take now, it's just like I really see that it's something, and I still feel nervous because, yeah, obviously I've never done this before. So it's like, yeah, you know, at what point is it finished? But I guess, you know, I can see right now that it's not finished, because, you know, not all of the pages and not all even though the core functionality seems like it's working, the main parts of the app, that will help the users to set their goals and track their goals. But now there's other extra pages and extra features in there that I kind of, I want to get them done before I would hard launch the thing. I think it just makes sense, because otherwise it might be, I don't know, feel like it just kind of be a bit plain. And so for me it's important to get those other things done, and I've got these ideas to do that. And and then just, it's been really, really cool. Like, shout out to my beta testers, that, you know, because most of them are my students and family, my family, and also you know, the family of my students as well. So I'll go into teaching, and I'll ask, or people will tell me what's working and what's not, or what they like or what they don't like, or I can be like, do you know, what kind of comic do you like? And I'm going to put some little comics in there somehow. And just like, it's amazing just to kind of, you know, I'll be at home before I go teaching, I'll work on my app and then go a bit, you know, crazy with it or whatever, or not, if it's a good day, or I don't know if crazy is a good day, probably it's all great days. Sometimes it's just a lot, but then I'll go teaching, and then I'll be there, and then I'll be like, you know, like, do you like this or like that? And okay, good to know that that's confusing. Or just like, you know, watching people just literally opening the app and not understanding which button to press straight away. Straight like that for me is like straight up amazing feedback, because I'm like, okay, that's obviously unclear. Well, how can I deal with that in a way that's not just, you know, putting signposts all over the place? Just a little segue that I used to work as a lifeguard while I was studying music, and for a few years I was doing that, and where I worked, like, and I think it's an Australian thing too. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that it's an Australian thing, that they just like having signs and rules and stuff on like everything. So we had so many signs, and like someone might complain about something, and then our boss would be like, yeah, we're going to put another, or the council, it was run by the council, you've got to put another sign on that thing, and you just have like all these millions of signs everywhere, and it's just like, well, you know, you kind of lose that. Just speaking of signs, you know, because I'm trying to avoid having a million pop-ups or a million, like, I don't want to have onboard. I don't want it that you have to open the app up and then you're like, your mind's like like hit by like, you know, here's information and then swipe and then there's more information, swipe. It's just like, I just want to use the app, man. Like, just let me use the app and let me see for myself. So I want it to be that you can open it and be straight in there and already have an idea just from how the layout is of what to do and where to go. And yeah, it's very, very cool process. Like the more I see, the more I hear from people, it's so helpful to know what step to do next. And I hear other people that like app builders that have been, you know, professional app builders and stuff, or just different people with their own businesses, just that how important it is to actually, you know, not focus on getting the thing perfect in the first place, but just make it so that, you know, you've got something you can put in people's hands so they can get the basic idea of what it is and then see what they say from that point. And yeah, so I'm just really grateful for that, and it's very, very cool. So yeah, so it's coming along. And yeah, I was annoyed at Gemini, so I quit Gemini. I think I said that in the last video, but anyway, I'm back. I got Gemini back, but I'm working with Gemini and Claude at the moment. Just because I got a thing with Claude, I subscribed to Claude, and then I was like, no, actually, like even Claude said you should get Gemini back. I was like, fine, okay, I'll get Gemini back. So now I've got the two of them, which is actually, I can't really afford that, but it's just happened like that because I was just like, man, if I don't get Gemini back right now, that's going to be such a headache. So I like weighed it up, and yeah, this month I got double AI trouble. But yeah, it's actually really helping. Because it's really like, even just now, Claude was getting confused on something, and I think today I don't know how many chats I've started today with him, new chats, but because I just have to do it, and because I find Claude is actually really irritating because it'll just like stop. It doesn't give you a warning. Or like with Gemini, I find he gets confused and you can start to really see that he's slowly getting confused. But with Claude, I find it's very abrupt, and I don't always get the chance to get a handover from Claude to then send into the next chat for Claude. Even though I've actually got like 102, it could be a little bit more than that, but it's definitely not less than that, documents that I've put into the project part of Claude. But I found Claude can't even read all of that. So I'd spent the time to do that thinking that, okay, that's cool. It doesn't matter that there's new chats with Claude all the time. But actually, yeah, it's still obviously it's not perfect, and you know, there's still a ways to go. But I find anyway, it's really interesting to be in a situation and a position where you getting to know the different LLMs, the large language models, whatever. Just if you don't know what I'm talking about, like ChatGPT is an LLM, or Gemini is an LLM, or Claude is an LLM. Yeah, but it's just cool to be in a position to get to know them and know, you know, the what's good and what's good, you know, what's good about Gemini as opposed to Claude, or what Claude can do for the other one, and just like cross-referencing them is such a powerful thing. Because yeah, really, like Claude was just about to go on a rabbit hole just before, but I think just going from the process of like even just having to refresh the chats and like say, hey Claude, I need this and this and that, so that the next Claude knows exactly what we were doing, so we can jump straight in again and I don't have to waste all this time. That just getting better and better at how to do that is just slowly saving me time. And I know, like, I guess there's other ways to be doing it, but that's just how I find for me is good, with also limitation, like yeah, like I can't afford to pay for the most expensive, you know, Gemini thing that it's going to give me more tokens or whatever to have longer chats or whatever it is, and all these fancy things. But so I just, you know, just work with what I've got and making it work. And I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible what we've got at our fingertips. And if you haven't kind of dived into trying this stuff out, I really recommend doing it. It's you might be surprised what what you find and what rabbit holes that the AI actually takes you on. That's is some kind of crazy journey. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I think that's all I feel like saying for now. Just a bit of an update. Still going, still going, and getting, yeah, it's coming together. And yeah, I'm excited to see where I'll be at in a week's time from now. I've got school holidays again. It's the autumn break, so, or holidays already again, which is really cool because I get to just like get all laser focused on the thing and go a bit nuts with it. But yeah, getting it done, and that's a good feeling. So yeah, see what happens in a week from now.